and I'm delighted to see so many of my peers here. Thank you very much for joining us. No? Okay. We have a short agenda, but before I start, I wanted to say we were going to have a meeting with Historical Commission earlier today. We decided to postpone it for the coming weeks, so keep an eye on your inbox for that meeting. It's an important meeting to learn about some issues that we all need to know, so just keep that in mind. I know you'll get lots of emails from our constituency, and that's great, but there will be an email from Rosie telling you about the new date. Having said that, I'm going to start the consent agenda. As you know, at any time, if you want me to remove any item, just indicate somehow. All right. RS 2019-1788 by Councilmember Bircher. We have a letter to approve. It requests that the Metro Planning Department to amend the submittal checklist for zone change applications. There is a letter to approve. BL 2018-1363 by Wessel and Glover. It changes 5.15 acres from RS10 to SP zoning on properties located at 940, 944 Curry Road and number approximately 530 feet northwest of Vincent Drive to permit 24 multi-family residential units. We're going to remove this one. All right, thank you very much. BL 2019-1660 by Roberts, Bircher, and O'Connell. It approves a participation agreement between the Metro Water and Sewage Services and Doug Simpson to provide public water service improvements for the proposed development as well as other existing properties in the area. BL 2019-1661 by Henderson, Bedney, and others. It approves the granting of a permanent easement to Harpeth Valley Utilities District of Davidson and Williamson Counties, Tennessee, on certain property owned by the Metro government. BL 2019-1662 by Withers, Bedney, and O'Connell. It approves permanent and temporary easements for the Creighton Avenue Stormwater Improvement Project for 7 properties located along Creighton Avenue and McKinney Avenue. BL 2019-1663 by O'Connell and Bedney. It approves new sanitary sewer main and sanitary sewer manhole for property located at 203, 205, and 207 Wellworth Street. BL 2019-1664 by Withers, Bedney, and O'Connell. It abandons an existing water and sanitary sewer mains, sanitary sewer manholes, fire hydrant assemblies, and easements, and to accept new water and sanitary sewer mains, sanitary sewer manholes, fire hydrant assemblies, and easements for property located at 707 and 711 South 7th Street. BL 2019-1665 by O'Connell and Bedney. It approves new sanitary sewer main and manholes for 27 properties located at 322 Wallace Court. Those are all the items on the consent agenda with the exception of the one that I removed. Is there any one that needs to be removed? If not, I need a motion to approve. I have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Oppose? Thank you very much. We're going to go over the items that are not on consent. First one is RS 2019-1721 by Bircher, Mina Johnson, and Murphy. It requires that the Metro Planning Commission and the Metro Planning Department to amend the adopted subdivision regulations of the metropolitan government to require community meetings prior to approval of concept plans or prior to approval of final plans when no concept plan is required. And Councilmember Johnson.
Thank you, Chair. I think this one was had a request. People want to hear from the lead sponsor, Bircher. So, absence of her, I would like to defer one meeting.
Any comments about it? Do I have a second? We have a motion to defer one meeting and a second. All in favor say aye. Oppose? It was deferred one meeting. Thank you. We had a proposed substitute, but that can be seen when. Okay. All right. So the item that was pulled out is BL 2018-1363. I'm going to read it again. It's by Hueso and Glover. It's approved with conditions, disapproved without, 4-2 on the Planning Commission. It changes 5.15 acres from RS10 to SP zoning on property located at 940, 944 Curry Road and number approximately 530 feet northwest of Vincent Drive to permit 24 multifamily residential units. Councilmember Syracuse.
Thank you, Chair. I'm going to recommend that this be indefinitely deferred. The residents in the area really haven't had stable representation, community meetings, whatnot. And I think Councilmember Glover has actually carried this more than the district council member. So I'm moving to indefinitely defer.
We have a motion and a second. Any conversation on the item? All right. All in favor of an indefinite deferral, say aye. Aye. Oppose? Thank you very much. And the last item, it is BL 2019-1537. I signed those already. By Councilmember Scott Davis, it changes 0.18 acres from RS5 to R6 zoning for property located at 327 Gatewood Avenue. Councilmember Scott Davis.
Hi, thank you, Mr. President.
I'm sorry. This was disapproved by the Planning Commission 7-0. Go ahead.
I'd like to defer one meeting. We're going to have a long night tonight.
All right. We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Oppose? It was deferred one meeting.
We have a late file from Councilman.
We have a late file legislation ordinance by Councilmember Scott Davis. Do I need to read the whole thing?
The caption.
I'm going to read the caption. It doesn't have a number. It's an ordinance to amend Title 17 of the Metropolitan Code of Laws, the zoning ordinance of the Metropolitan Government of Nashville and Davidson County by changing from RS5 to R6A zoning for a property located at 329 Edwin Street, approximately 510 feet of Lishi Avenue, 0.37 acres, all of which is described herein. Councilmember, before we go, I'm going to recognize our council, esteemed Mr. Mike Jemison.
Council members, I just wanted to assure I'm stepping ahead of Councilman Davis just for a second to let you know this is late filed because of the council office staff's mistake, not Councilman Davis's. This is a pretty straightforward rezoning RS5 to R6A on Edwin Street. It's just on first reading. There's no, would not be otherwise deliberation tonight in any event, but it's only late filed because of council staff, not Councilman Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Jemison. Does anybody have any questions for Jemison? Councilmember Davis. Your mic is on.
Please, let's put it on for first reading.
Okay. Does anybody wants to make a motion to put it on first reading? We have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor say aye. Aye. Oppose? Passes. Thank you, Councilmember Davis and Mike. And I think that's the end of the meeting. So thank you very much for joining us today. And the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you.
This has been a service of the Metro Nashville Network. If you would like to see this presentation again, or for more information about this and other programs, visit nashville.gov.